3 people here, 3 good targets for us. We're gonna miss our 2, hit the Cerberus with our 1, get some basics onto the Ravana. We're gonna go ahead and get some basics, try to save our ultimate. Hit him with the ultimate, hit him with the 1. Got him pretty weak, we fall back because we're weak, and our Artemis is able to clean him up. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Discordia in mid. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, Discordia has one of the best CCs in the game. This game, I feel like we really popped off, and I feel like this build really worked with Discordia. Unfortunately, just because we play well doesn't mean things go well. So let's go ahead and jump into Discordia's kit. Discordia's 1, Unruly Magic. Discordia sends an orb of Unruly Magic to a location that damages any enemies it hits along the way. At that location, it'll break down into 6 minor projectiles that fire out in all directions, damaging any enemy hit and bouncing off of walls. Discordia's 2, Strife. Discordia creates an area of strife that damages all enemies hit. If 2 or more enemy gods are hit in the same time, they'll be afflicted by madness for 1 second, forcing them to attack each other for additional damage. The same is true for minions. If a single target of one type is hit, then it becomes rooted instead for 1 second. Discordia's 3, Erratic Behavior. Discordia leaps a short distance and then creates an area of confusion where she lands that persists for 5 seconds. While inside the area, she becomes stealth, gains bonus movement speed, and her first and second ability cooldowns are decreased by an additional amount every 0.5 seconds she remains in the area. Attacking from the area will briefly reveal her. Her 1 and 2 are going to be decreased by 0.5 per 0.5 seconds at level 1, and then 1.5 seconds at level 5. Discordia's ultimate, Golden Apple of Discord. Discordia throws her Golden Apple of Discord that damages and passes through enemy minions and bounces off of walls. If the apple hits an enemy god, it will damage them and force them to hold the apple. Gods holding the apple will become intolerable, causing them to be crippled, intoxicated while they constantly boast. At the end of the duration, the apple will detonate, dealing damage and spreading its effects to nearby gods. And finally, Discordia's passive, Contest of the Gods. Discordia is constantly comparing herself with teammates to see who's the best. Whichever god on her team has the top damage dealt to enemy players will receive a buff that scales off of Discordia's level. If it is a physical god, they'll gain 5 power plus 2 per Discordia's level. Then if it's a magical character, they will gain 10 plus 3 per Discordia's level. Because we were able to get a pick in mid, we were able to invade the enemy red buff. Because we were able to invade the enemy red buff, we're able to gain dual lane. Loki's able to get a pick or set up a pick for the Artemis. Right now we're trying to save our damage for the Cerb. He pops a shell, good for him. And Artemis is able to clean him up. We're going to go ahead and rotate back mid. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point into our 1. Level 2, put a point into our 2. Level 3, put a point into our 3. Then we want to put another point into our 1. Max out our ultimate whenever we can. Then we want to max out our 1, max out our 2, max out our 3. We left Fountain with the Mage's Blessing, the tier 1 of Soul Gem, 3 health potions, and 2 mana potions. Our matchup this game is against an Aphrodite. Aphrodite is going to be a pain late game, but right now in the early game, she does not have that strong of an early game. Right now we're kind of waiting for our jungler to hit red. We should probably just go for it ourselves.
Enemy missing mid left tower is under attack. Take this jungle buff. On my way.
We hit Aphro with our 2. We're going to use our 1 on the minion wave. We're going to dash in, stand in our 3 so we reduce our cooldowns. And Loki's able to clean up Aphrodite. Their red buff should be spawning pretty soon. But normally we would definitely want to hit our red buff in between stealing the enemy red buff. Our red buff is going to give us more gold and XP than stealing the enemy red buff. In Conquest, if you invade an enemy camp before the 15-minute mark, you are going to get less gold and XP than if it was your own camp. We're going to let Loki know that we're going for our red. We also have enough money for boots. We probably do want to back here in just a moment. We don't want to back after hitting the camp because we're going to miss some minions in mid. We're going to rotate back mid, clear this wave, and then we should be good to back. So right now Loki has top damage, so our passive is benefiting Loki. He is gaining 15 physical power, 5 flat, and then 2 per level. I'm going to go ahead and clear these minions. Now we're going to go ahead and back, and we're going to be picking up the lifesteal boots. Discordia is a pretty squishy character, meaning that if she gets poked out, she can take a lot of damage pretty quickly. We're going to get some lifesteal online to help us recover and to help us kind of stay strong throughout the fight and throughout the laning phase.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your left tower. Enemy missing middle.
We're letting our team know that Aphrodite is missing. We're going to go ahead and work on this wave. Mid harpies look like a good target. Unfortunately, they are not there. And hit Aphro with our 2, hit her with our 1. Take her to about half health from one of our combos. I'm pretty sure that was a misclick. I don't think we meant to ult that Aphrodite. We pulled up the VGS wheel, and then we accidentally ulted. Loki's gonna blink in. And Loki's able to clean up the Aphrodite. We're gonna go ahead and rotate to the enemy red buff. Cerberus comes in. We're able to miss our 2 onto the Cerberus. We're gonna go ahead and rotate out.
Be careful.
Loki looks like he got out safe, so we're just gonna rotate back mid. Their jungler and Cerberus are here. We're gonna dash away. Let's try to stand in our 3 to reduce our cooldowns. Go ahead and root the Cerberus. Use our 1, poke him out. Loki's going for the Cerb. And Loki's able to clean up the Cerberus. We're going to dash in, reduce our cooldowns a little bit. Use our 2, use our 1, and we're able to clean up the Ravana. Get some good poke onto the Aphrodite. Sylvanas is now here in mid. The enemy Cerberus was able to rotate before our Sylvanas, but it's okay. We were able to survive it. We're going to go ahead and drop these Harpies with our support. Now that support has rotated mid, we're splitting farm with support, so we want to try to hit as many camps as possible. They're coming mid, and they should try to protect us and help rotate with us to get as much farm to make up for the splitting of wave. We're going to go ahead and back because we have enough money for Soul Gem. Soul Gem is going to provide us 80 magical power, 150 health, 12% magical lifesteal, and 10% cooldown. It has a very interesting passive. On successful hits of an ability, you're going to gain a stack. At 4 stacks, your next ability that damages an enemy god will deal bonus damage equal to 30% of your magical power to each god hit, and will heal yourself and allies within 20 units for 40% of your magical power, and will consume the 4 stacks. So every 5th ability is going to have a little bit of bonus damage. If we can time it just right, we'll use our ultimate as our 5th ability. Loki's coming in from behind. Looks like he got caught with the Ravana in jungle. We're able to root 2. We're going to use our ultimate. And we're able to get the pick onto the Afro. And we're able to make it to where it was our 5th proc that did the damage.
That's too bad.
We're going to go ahead and rotate towards the enemy red buff. Spelunke v Artemis over in right. Looks like Xbalanque is kind of winning lane. As mid, we kind of always want to be looking at our team's levels versus the enemy team's levels. That way we know if we rotate over, are we going to be trying to catch our teammate up, or are we going to be just going for an easy pick. Xbalanque uses his ultimate. He's able to gain some additional movement speed and kind of fall back. He starts attacking. We're going to use our 2, we use our 1, and we're able to clean up the Xbalanque. Going to go ahead and rotate back mid. Try not to miss any of this wave.
Oops.
Looks like we're going to.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We use our 1. We get tagged by some stuff. We're going to use our 3, and then we're going to stand in our 3. Pop a health potion. So we have taken top damage away from Loki. Now we are benefiting from our passive. We're able to use our 3 to avoid the service ultimate.
Ultimate incoming. Enemy ultimate down.
We get the root. That was our 5th damaging ability, so it got some bonus damage.
Tower is under attack. Thanks.
So we are level 11. We are gaining 43 bonus damage or magical power from our passive.
Be right back.
We're going to go ahead and back because we are pretty low on mana and we don't have any mana potions. We're going to be buying the tier 2 of Chronos' Pendant.
Nice job.
So right now we are 4-0-5. Our team is kind of dominating this game. They do have an Afro, so they are a late game team composition. We're going to go ahead and peek the enemy red buff. It's here, so we're going to go ahead and take it. Robin misses some stuff. We're going to use our 3 to dash away. Keep wiggling around. Throw our 1 out. Xbalanque is here. We're going to use our 2. We're able to root the Xbalanque. We're still falling back. We use our Aegis. Sylvanas hits us with a shell. We don't want to sell our Loki quite yet. We think we can help. Xbalanque is able to get the pick. We're going to miss our 2. We're going to dash away. We're in a little bit of trouble here. We're going to go ahead and cast our ultimate. We're able to get the hit onto their support, and it explodes, and we're able to get the pick onto the Ravana. I'm assuming because that was their support. He looked like a tanky boy, and he also looked like he had some health. Serve's getting some good damage onto us. We're just going to fall back. We're going to dash away from the Serb. Hang out in our 3 to reduce the cooldowns of our 1 and our 2. Go ahead and clear the wave, and then we are probably going to back right here. Nope, we're going to go... Yep, we're going to back. Nope, we're going to go for red. We're going to go ahead and activate our 2. Wait for the large red minion to do its bonus damage, then activate our 1. We almost have enough money for Chronos Pendant. We are going to kind of hang out until we have enough money. We're going to go ahead and set up our free ward so we know when they're coming back from damage. Cerberus uses his jump. He's able to use his ultimate. We're going to cast our 2, root the 2 together. They're going to start attacking each other. We're going to go ahead and activate our 1, use our 3 to fall back, stand in our 3, reduce the cooldowns of our 1 and our 2. We get the root onto the Cerberus. Our 1 is a little short. If we ult right now, I don't think we're going to have the damage to get the pick, so we're kind of just saving our ultimate. Ravana uses his ultimate, comes in, we're going to activate our 2. Sylvanas provides us with a nice heal. We're going to keep pushing, keep fighting with our team. We activate our 2, we get the root onto 2.
Retreat.
Cthulhu's rotating from solo.
Need healing.
We're going to push this Ravana in jungle. Dash in, activate our 2, throw our 1 through the wall, and we're able to get the pick onto the Ravana.
On my way. Tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under
The minion wave was able to push under our tower. Looks like we missed a melee minion, but we're going to go ahead and clean up the rest of the wave. Loki went right. Shabonki's still alive, so it looks like it was an unsuccessful gank. We have enough money for Chronos Pendant, so we're going to go ahead and back. Chronos Pendant is going to provide us 100 magical power, 20 MP5, and 20% cooldown. It has a passive. Every 10 seconds, the pendant subtracts 1 second from all of your abilities currently on cooldown. So between Mage's Blessing, Soul Gem, and Chronos' Pendant, we are at the cap of 40% cooldown. If we build any additional cooldown, it's basically not going to count. So I'd say this is kind of our core items for this build. We have max cooldown, we have a large amount of lifesteal, and we're getting some bonus damage every now and then from the Soul Gem. We're going to dash in, get our 1 onto the Aphrodite. Cerberus uses his ultimate. We're going to come in, try to help as much as possible. We miss the root onto the Aphrodite. We hit her with our 1. It's the bonus damage from the Soul Gem. We're going to fall back using our 3. We're going to stand in our 3 to reduce our cooldowns. We're going to hit the Aphro with our 1. Now we need to work on the minion wave. They're falling back under tower. We're going to go ahead and drop our red buff. So we are going against an Aphrodite. We have our core items online. We're going to be picking up Divine Ruin next. I'm going to go ahead and try to gank right. Artemis is saying he's missing. So this might be a failed rotation. Well, if he wants to tussle, we get the root onto him, but he's able to dash away. We're just going to go ahead and back ourselves. We're kind of low on mana, don't have any potions. We're going to pick up 2 health potions and 2 wards. Now that we have Chronos Pendant online, we have some MP5. The MP5 is going to give us 20 mana every 5 seconds. Plus we have some MP5 from Mage's Blessing. But Mage's Blessing MP5 isn't quite enough for us to not buy mana potions.
On my way.
Looks like there's a bit of a fight going on in right. We're going to clear this wave and then probably rotate over.
Been slain.
Ultimate is down. On my way.
3 people here. 3 good targets for us. We're going to miss our 2. Hit the Cerberus with our 1. Get some basics onto the Ravana. We're going to go ahead and get some basics. Try to save our ultimate. Hit him with the ultimate. Hit him with the 1. Got him pretty weak. We fall back because we're weak, and our Artemis is able to clean him up. We probably could have played that to where we got a triple kill. I think we would have been a little bit more aggressive on our abilities. We definitely needed to land that too. We lose our tower for the rotation. These Sylvanas heals are coming in fat. Our red buff is down. We're going to go ahead and pick that up. We almost have enough money for Divine Ruin.
Enemy missing right. Attack the gold. Kinda makes it too easy, but retreat.
We activate our 2. Probably should have just thrown our 1 if we miss them both. Oh well. We're going to dash away, stand in our 3. So now that we have some points in our 3, we're gaining some additional cooldown every 0.5 seconds that we stand in there. We're able to hit the Aphrodite with our 1. She uses her ultimate to avoid the damage. We're going to dash in. We're going to hit her with the 2, and we're able to get the pick onto Aphrodite with our 2. We get the root onto the Cerberus. We miss our 1. We were kind of trying to hit him and the minion wave. We hit the minion wave, but we failed to hit him. Artemis is here. Bit of a fight. We're going to help out Artemis. We get the root. We're going to land our 1. Blanca uses his ultimate. We're going to dash away, stand in our invisibility. Activate our 2. Get the 1. Unfortunately, Shablanka is able to get the pick onto Artemis. We're going to dash away. Our team's closing in, so this should be a really good fight for us. Kind of just trust that our team's going to clean him up. Looks like he blinked away. We might be able to cut him off, but it looks like the Loki's able to get the pick. We get the 2, then the 1 combo onto the Aphrodite. We use our ultimate. She uses her Aegis to avoid the damage. We're going to go ahead and back. We're completely out of mana. So because we're going against an Aphrodite, we would be going into Divine Ruin. Divine Ruin is going to provide us 90 magical power and 10 flat penetration. Enemies hit by an ability are going to have 40% reduced healing and regeneration for 8 seconds. This is going to be very effective against Aphrodite heals. Looks like Cthulhu is being attacked by 2 people. We're going to rotate over, see if we can help him out.
Enemy missing right.
They are able to get the pick onto the Cthulhu. We have Sylvanas rotating behind us. We're going to dash in. Activate our 2. Activate our 1. Every time you see that green shockwave, that means that our Soul Gem proc has activated. We're going to use our ultimate. Not our best ultimate. We use our 2. We use our 1. Cerberus is now here. We're going to kind of peel back. We don't really want to tussle with Cerberus and Sun Wukong. We're going to use our beads to avoid the Cerberus ultimate. We're going to rotate back to the fight. We hit Cerb with our 1. We're going to land some basics. If it's just Cerb here, he is in some trouble.
Expect the unexpected.
We're going to go clean up the minion wave in mid. Artemis is calling for help. We're going to rotate over. Looks like Cthulhu's already there. And Shablanka is able to get the pick. Cthulhu should be able to clean that up. Yep, we're going to go ahead and just rotate to our red buff. 2v2 going on in mid right now. Our next ability is going to deal bonus damage. We missed, so it didn't affect our bonus damage. We hit our 1. We're going to go ahead and cast our ultimate, and we're able to clean up the Aphrodite. Cerb jumps in, made us think he was about to ult, so we kind of just dash away. Loki uses his ultimate to get away. We're going to use our 3 to fall back, reduce our cooldowns. We're going to activate our 2. We miss everyone. Cerb uses his ultimate. We're going to use our 1. Sun Wukong is using his ultimate. We're going to go ahead and fall back. An Elder Harpy got our jungler. We're going to go ahead and back and start working on Soul Reaver. But right now, I feel like we're playing a pretty good game. We've been able to avoid dying. We've gotten a decent amount of picks. We've been involved in 19 of 27 kills for our team. Robin uses his ultimate. We're going to use our 3 to dash away. He's able to use his immunity to avoid our 2. Shablanque comes in and uses his 2. Gets some slow and some poison onto the Sylvanas. We're able to hit our 2-1 combo. We're going to use our ultimate. Oh, unfortunately we miss it. We're going to dash in. We are able to hit our 1-2 combo that time. Ravana's on us. We're going to kind of wiggle back. Team's able to provide us some nice peel. We hit Sun Wukong with our 1. We're going to activate our 2. We get the root onto Sun Wukong. We get tagged by Aphra. We're going to fall back. Serb comes in. He uses his ultimate. We're going to use our beads. We might have been able to dash. We're going to dash up, try to reduce our cooldowns. We throw our 1 out. We do have our ultimate. We're just going to shoot it down that corner. We're able to intoxicate the Aphrodite. It looks like she used her Aegis. We get tagged by Sun Wukong. We're going to fall back a little bit. And we're able to get the Aphrodite with these small little balls from our 1. That might have been the misplay, or a misplay. We probably should have gone for Fire Giant right there. They don't have the best secure. I think Fire Giant would have been a much better objective than the Gold Fury at this point in the game. 25 minutes in, they only have 2 people up.
Kinda makes it too easy, but
This is the first Gold Fury, so nothing special. It's just going to provide some gold to everyone on our team. I'm going to go ahead and work on our red buff. Looks like our team is backing. Now we have enough money for Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver is going to provide us 95 magical power, 200 mana, and 10% penetration. Your abilities are going to deal an additional 2% of the target's maximum health. If the target has over 2,000 health, your ability damage is going to scale up. This effect reaches a maximum of 7% max health at 2,750 health. Subsequent hits on the same targets are going to deal half the bonus damage for the next 3 seconds. So Soul Reaver is going to make sure that whenever we damage the Sun Wukong and the Cerberus, we're going to be removing a percentage of their maximum health. Right now our team is grouping. Looks like we're going to make a play for this left tower. We're able to catch the Ravana in jungle.
Retreat! Attack!
Shablanque is a little out of position. Loki's going onto the Shablanque. We're able to land our 2 onto someone. We're going to land our 1. We're going to dash away, avoid the Ravana damage. We go ahead and cast our ultimate because we think we're going to go down. We don't want to die with our ultimate on cooldown. Or off of cooldown, ready to use. We use our 1, we're going to dash away. We're in a bit of trouble. We're going to stand in the invisibility, confuse them. Also reduce our cooldowns. 3 down on the enemy team. We should push a structure right here. Artemis is very weak. We need either our jungle or our carry here. We're gonna go ahead and start working on this Phoenix. Minions have arrived, so now we're dealing the bonus damage. We are able to get the middle Phoenix. We might even be able to end right here. We're able to get the ultimate onto the Sun Wukong. Shablanque rotates in. Oh, Artemis, what kind of call is that? We could have attacked Titan. Our team listened.
Attack Fire Giant!
We're gonna go ahead and steal the enemy speed buff.
team has destroyed a right in a war.
Since we don't really have the team here for the regular fire giant, we're just going to go ahead and work on the pyromancer.
Thanks.
I think we could have ended the game right there. Shblanke comes in. Cthulhu is able to use his ultimate. Looks like Shblanke is able to dash out. So right now we are in the power position of this game. We totally have the lead. We have it in terms of gold and in terms of map position and also in terms of kills.
Your right tower is under attack.
So we just need to not blow this lead and we should be good. We're going to go ahead and clean up this wave and get this tower. Minions are going to get it. We're going to go ahead and sell our Mage's Blessing, and then we're going to be picking up Divine Ruin. Nope, not Divine Ruin. We already have that. We're going to be picking up Obsidian Shard. Obsidian Shard is going to provide us 70 magical power and 20% penetration. Your first ability cast is going to gain 10% pen, and it can only occur once every 10 seconds. So whenever we land either our 1 or our 2, it's potentially going to have an additional 10% penetration. Right now we are sitting at 30% penetration. The cap is 40% penetration. Ravana is a little out of position. Oh, that 2 just chunked that Ravana. We're going to go ahead and cast our ultimate. It hits the Aphrodite. So long as it's able to get the pick onto 1, we're going to dash in. Sun Wukong's on us. We're going to stand in our invisibility. We're going to activate our 1. Sylvanas is pushing. We're going to activate our 2. Get the root onto the Cerberus. We want to kind of hang out in the back line. We don't necessarily want to be in the front line in any of these team fights. We're going to activate our 2. Sun Wukong is able to get his Mantle of Discord proc onto us. We miss our 1. We need to focus Titan. Right now it looks like our team's kind of going for picks when we really should just be going for Titan. We lost our Loki. That was a bad push. We either needed to focus Titan or go for a Phoenix.
Be careful.
Shblanke really wants to push this. We're ready for him. We're able to get our 2 onto some people.
Attack the Gold Fury.
We're going to go ahead. Looks like Aphro and Sun Wukong are rotating in. We do have vision. We get the 2 onto the Sun Wukong. We hit him with our 1. Our team is zoning. We're going to go ahead and hit him with our 1. That was a decoy from his ultimate, and boy did we get baited with it. Loki's going into the fight. We are falling back. We are not helping there. We were on different pages. That's unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and back. Sell our health potions and buy the movement speed potion.
Your middle tower is under attack.
They have 2 people pushing. We're able to hit 2 of them with our 2. Sylvanas uses his ultimate. We have our R ultimate coming up. Right here we're trying to get to the back line. We're kind of just ignoring Cerberus. We're able to hit the Aphrodite with our 2. Oh, Cthulhu, you gotta aim for Aphro. We have 2 people on the enemy team pushing right. Cthulhu is able to get the pick onto the Aphrodite. Our Loki is about to spawn, so he should be able to defend right lane.
Your right Phoenix is under attack.
On my way.
Group up. Attack right lane.
The middle Phoenix is back up for the enemy team. It's just Sylvanas and myself up here. Very unfortunate. We had a really good lead there, and now we're kind of back to even in terms of map pressure.
Group up.
Okay.
Group up. Retreat right lane.
On my way. No problem.
We're going to go ahead and get a ward onto the fire giant.
Ultimate is ready.
Cerberus is on us. We're going to dash away. We're really looking to find a squishy character. We get our 2 onto 3 people there. We're going to go ahead and shoot at our 1. Unfortunately, it misses. We're going to throw out our 2. We're able to get the pick onto the Ravana with our 2. We're going to go ahead and shoot at our ultimate. We're able to connect it onto the Aphrodite. We're able to get the pick onto the Aphrodite. We're going to work on this middle Phoenix. Cthulhu's in there. Focus the Titan, boys. Focus the Titan. I'm not even focusing the Titan. We use our Aegis. We take a lot of damage right there. We're going to activate our 3. Fall back. Xbalanque is firing blind, and he's able to get us. Unfortunate. We should have pulled back after going for the Phoenix, or after getting the Phoenix. Now we've got a long cooldown. We're going to go ahead and sell our Mage's Blessing and pick up Rod of Tahuti. Rod of Tahuti is going to provide us 60 magical power, 30 MP5, and it has a passive that basic attack and abilities are going to gain 25 additional magical power against targets below 50% health. So if we are attacking someone below 50% health and we have 4 stacks on our soul gem and we have Obsidian shard ready to go, we are going to deal 10% extra penetration, 30% extra bonus damage or magical damage, and then we're also going to deal an additional 25% from Rod of Tahuti. I really like this build. It works well on a few characters. I think that getting cooldown and lifesteal online early just kind of makes sense. You are lacking a little bit of damage in the early game. Soul Gem occasionally makes up for it. 1 in every 5 abilities makes up for it. And then we just back end the build with some additional power and some penetration. Loki's able to get the pick onto Xbalanque. How this team fight goes is going to be huge. We're just going to let Serb ult us. Nobody from the enemy team is around for follow-up damage. We shoot our ultimate. Unfortunately, we miss. We're just pushing as a team. We're going to dash up. It's just Serb, Afro, and Sun Wukong alive on the enemy team. Afro is able to get the pick onto the Loki. Don't chase, boys. We could potentially win here. I'm saying let's get this left Phoenix. They jump in. We really need Artemis on the Phoenix. Sun Wukong comes straight for Artemis. Well played by him. We need Artemis on the Phoenix. We need Artemis on the Phoenix. We're not going to get it. Oh my goodness. We get the 2 on the Xbalanque. We're going to go ahead and kind of fall back. How unfortunate. What a bad push. We could have gone for Fire Giant right there. Instead, we tried to push up left and we got nothing for it. Artemis is contesting the Pyromancer. Looks like there's 2 enemy gods near it, so I don't know if she's going to be able to get it. So Xbalanque ultimate, Artemis goes down. The enemy team's able to get the Pyromancer. We cleaned up right lane a little bit. We're going to go ahead and back, try to regroup with our team. We're going to buy a damage potion, 2 health potions, and we really should have upgraded our relics since we have the money for it. Since we have this glowing green around us, that means that our next ability is going to take the effects of the Soul Gem passive. It has to land on an enemy god though. We have vision of Fire Giant. The enemy middle Phoenix is back up. That's 2 times we've had leads in this game and we've failed to execute to end the game. We are 14, 1, and 7, participated in 31 of our 43 kills.
Kinda makes it too easy, but
Looks like they're just getting dominant vision on the Fire Giant. We're saying attack Fire Giant. We can stall over here in the left, prevent them from actually getting the Fire Giant. Sylvanas places a sentry ward. We're able to take out their sentry ward. No! Get the gold! Oh my goodness. We didn't need it. We could have just played defensive over and left and Artemis could have gotten the goal. I'm assuming it's an Oni Fury too, which would have been really helpful for pushing up lanes. That's a shame. I think that's another little thing in this game where we could have... Ooh, that was a clean little route. We're going to go ahead and cast our ultimate. We're able to get a double kill. We're going to dash in. We're going to reduce our cooldowns. We get tagged by Aphro. We're able to avoid her 3, her damaging ability. We're going to go ahead and kind of chase down. Aiming for the back line, but Serv's able to kind of push us back. I think not getting the Gold Fury right there is the 3rd time we've kind of not executed to the best of our ability. We're going to go ahead and work on Fire Giant. Our solo lags out. Oh no. That's super unfortunate. We're able to secure the Fire Giant. We lose 2. Now it's just Artemis and myself. We gotta retreat. We'll fight you, Xbalanque, but do you really want it? That's the question. Right now we're just sitting on a ton of money. I don't know why we didn't upgrade our relics. Whenever we make it this far in the game, you always want to upgrade your relic. With Aegis and Beads, it's going to reduce the cooldown, so you're able to use them more often. Oh, we could have had an Oni Fury. The Song Wukong has some anti-heal online. If they're smart, they would push us... Oh, never mind. I was going to say they would push us while it's a 4v5. Cerberus comes in. We're going to use our 2. We do have our beads if he tries to ult us. We get rooted, we're going to go ahead and use our beads. We get attacked by Song Wukong. They're doing a good job of targeting me in the back line. I'm going to dash. Able to avoid a little bit of damage right there. We're able to hit him with our 2. His Oh no, and Xbalanque comes from the side. Unfortunate. That's our second death. They're able to clean up all of our damage. Now it is just the Sylvanas and the Cthulhu. They're able to get the Cthulhu. Now it's just Sylvanas, and they're most likely going to win right here, which is super unfortunate. I feel like we had a really good game individually. We had maybe 3 opportunities to try to execute and win the game. Unfortunately, we were not able to. Sometimes that's just how the mop flops. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats in this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.